famous Universal Studios Hollywood video. Get to explore movie and TV show locations. You'll get to see where all these wonderful programs throughout our studio's history have been shot. So yeah, it'll be an exciting film of Universal Studios Hollywood. You know, everybody just thinks that we're just a big part of our folks. We actually film movies and shows.
Here's the camera, here's your love.
Hey guys, 3D glasses is down to your right.
It's not a big about the folks on your left. You'll see them in the pictures because we are on our way to explore the largest movie studio in Los Angeles, 400 acres.
It's slowly driving like that's crazy. Hey, why are you laughing? It's so funny. It's so funny. Did you? Let's stay back to your car, then you back to your car. Oh no. Stay over here. Yeah, after this, you guys go. Back down, yeah, we'll go down. Like, you know, y'all. We can go to tomorrow. Yeah, so your day, okay? Yeah, that's You excited? You know you get the best, right? Because it's going to be the last family for the awesome. From new pictures of the
Yes! Excited! Yeah, everything should be open. Yeah, so you guys are gonna get the full tour. Like the water world is also down. Just to make sure that and all Yeah, it's just charging. You see the squares on the road? There's 4 squares, right? The tram is an electric tram and it charges. So it needs like maybe 2-3 minutes to charge up. You charge up just like our phones with like a magnet. So the minute it lights on, also get some squares on the bottom of the tram. You line up, and we charge it.
Oh.
I was all excited. like last. I know, but I was trying to line it up, dude. I was like, oh well, yeah. I think the water has such a like, but I didn't know. I was like, trying to line it up, and I was like, got it.
Friend, sounds like your tram is approaching for your seatbelt. Please wait in that red line.
No, look, she's on it too. Was it Miles? Dude, you was cute. I don't do side of you. That's not me. I ain't me. Yeah. Let's go, mira. The vroom vroom, mira. The vroom vroom. Why not? My floor. I don't do that stuff. That's nasty. That you don't eat right there. Hey, we're starting your sister, right?
Big dog, you work here?
No.
Hello, 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 you all, and welcome aboard the Universal Studios Tour. My name is Warren. I will be your tour guide tonight, taking you through over 100 years of movie and TV history. We have a lot of ground to cover today, everyone. We're going to be hitting the road here pretty soon. But first, I need to make sure everyone has a pair of those 3D glasses. You're going to need those bad boys for a certain part of our tour here today. So if you are still in need of a pair, go ahead, shoot your hand up nice and high in the air, wave it like you need a pair of glasses. One of our studio tour ambassadors will be right over with those for you. We're going to be together for about the next 45 minutes to an hour or so get nice and comfortable. And just so you know, this will be the only time you see me on camera tonight because it's very dark out. There's a big light above me that's distracting for our driver, so I'm going to have to turn this off. I just wanted to jump on and say hey, and to let you know I'm a real person with real feelings. Okay, so you guys, we'll be together for about the next 45 minutes to an hour or so. We've got our glasses. It's going to be time to hit the road. Here's a fun fact for you though. Did you know that we are actually on board an electric tram? There's no loud engine here in car one. It's going to make it hard to hear. It's going to be a nice, smooth, silent ride. We're actually building a charge as we're sitting here right now. But it is time to get this show on the road. Do me a favor, as we're pulling away here, take a look over towards your left and wave goodbye to these lovely people you see here. Tell them bye, guys. We'll see you later. We'll miss you so much. Okay, bye. You're never going to see them again. Alright, so if you just joined us, hello, my name is Warren. I am your tour guide. You're stuck with me for about the next 45 minutes to an hour or so. We have our amazing driver, Garrett, behind the wheel. And guess what? I have another friend I have to introduce you all. Hey, yeah, let's give it up for Garrett, you all. Give it up for Garrett. Oh yeah. Yeah, we be walking this, you guys. You don't want to walk this. But guess what? I have another friend I have to introduce you all to. I have a co-host of the tour here tonight, and he is also the host of the Tonight Show on NBC. It's the man, the myth, the legend, the Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Warren.
And the greatest driver.
Garrett.
They're the best. I love that. Even though
Warren
owes me $5.
Right.
I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, few safety rules.
That's right, you all. We have some safety rules to go over before we get going too far. So first, if you need guest assistance, or if you have a medical emergency, or if you drop anything of value off the side of the tram, or if you have any sound or video issues, reach up and pull the red E-cord that runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, and I'll be back to assist you as soon as it's safe to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, please stay seated and keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Remember to pull that red cord if you need any assistance. The studio is private property, so if you drop your phone or need to use the restroom, just pull that cord and remain seated. Please no smoking of any kind during the tour, and be prepared because our tour tonight features loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and many water effects. We want to have the cameras out for great photo opportunities. We keep an eye on them so they don't get wet. And finally, for your safety and those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while you are on board. Alright, so we are leaving the theme park behind and we are making our way down to the heart of the working studio. We're 7 days a week year round. Many talented people are working hard to give us amazing content like TV shows, reality competitions, music videos, commercials, and of course, movies. Welcome to the Universal Timeline. You've been getting a look at some of the highlights throughout the years. These are critically acclaimed films or just simply high-grossing films here. And take a look at that Universal logo at the top of the poster there. You may notice how it's been changing and evolving as we're making our way down. So Universal Studios has a very rich history that stems all the way back to March 15, 1915. That is our birthday here at Universal. But take a look over here towards your right. You're getting a look at Fire Station 51. And this is no movie set. This is a real working fire station because Universal City is in fact a real city. And real cities need real fire stations to keep us safe here. Universal even has its own sheriff's office, and we have our own zip code, and we were even founded with a telegraph's office, a hospital, and a zoo. But over there towards your left, it is hard to miss all of that construction going down. We are making way for a brand new roller coaster to hit Universal Studios, Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. I am very excited about that. That's expected to open up sometime this summer. It's going to be the fastest roller coaster out of any Universal Studios theme park ever. Very exciting. And then up ahead over here towards the left, you're getting a look at our first soundstage of the tour here tonight. So what even is a soundstage? A soundstage is basically a huge sound for all of our favorite movies and TV shows that film right inside of. So Soundstage 12 here, this is our oldest and largest soundstage. It was built in 1928. The Voice used to film right inside of Soundstage 12, but they now film over on our back lot, over on Soundstages 30 and 31. So we'll take a look at that a little later on, but for now, welcome to the front lot. The front lot is where we house many of our sound stages, dressing rooms, and offices, and we're actually sort of driving in between a theme park and the studio right now. Over there towards your right is a behind-the-scenes look at Super Nintendo World, home to Mario and Luigi, and then towards your left here is sound stages 11 and 10. So this has previously been the home to Ted. He did some filming here for the second season of his TV show, premiering in just a few weeks on Peacock. But then up ahead of us, we see some more of our sound stages that were in use for the production of the paper.
Hi, Studio Tour.
We're here on the lot where we film the paper, which follows our characters' day-to-day lives as employees of a struggling newspaper. It's Toledo Truth Telling.
That's right. Unlike many other TV shows, the paper uses multiple cameras and a variety of shot types and movements to give our show a true documentary feel.
Because the camera is always around whenever we're on the set, it's important that we stay in character.
Yeah, Oscar, what's your favorite part of working on that?
I wasn't expecting you to ask me that. You know what? I love being around talented, wonderful, hilarious people. I also get to work with Chelsea Fry. How about you, Chelsea? What's your favorite?
Oh, I love waving to the trams.
Oh. Okay. You can probably stop waving now.
No, it's fun. Let's try.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's try. Let's try.
The first season of The Paper is streaming right now on Peacock. Make sure you check it out. They did a lot of their filming inside of Soundstage 19. That'll be coming up ahead over towards your right pretty soon. But take a look over here towards your left at Soundstage 14 there. That's another one of our larger sound stages where so many productions of film, like Back to the Future Part 2, Marty McFly's futuristic home was built right here inside of Soundstage 14, and Jurassic Park did a ton of filming here as well. But also more recently, it's also been used for Superstore.
It's hot in here, but let's have some patience for one another.
Yeah, you know, the heat makes us all act.
If your stays where it is, it's gonna get punched.
With Superstore, they could have went to any grocery store across the country to do their filming, but they decided that it's actually a lot easier if they just build their own superstore right here on our lot, inside of our sound stages, where you can really cater the space to your production needs. You get to create any environment you need to for a production right here inside of these sound stations. So in Superstore, they were able to make those aisles a lot larger for all the camera equipment to go through. But enough of that, everyone. I hope you're ready for our first celebrity signing. Take a look up ahead over towards the right. It's the Minions, and they are saying hello to us from Illumination Entertainment. Illumination Entertainment is a huge production company that is actually stationed right here at Universal Studios. We'll be taking a trip past their offices pretty soon over at our production bungalows. But before that, pretty soon up ahead, all the way towards your left, you're going to get a look at our second celebrity signing of the tour here tonight. Tons of celebs on the lot tonight. He's been hard at work working on the second season of his TV show. It's the one, the only Ted. And you'll see he is toasting us with his adult beverage because he will love you to watch the first season of his show. It's streaming right now on Peacock.
Hi everyone, Seth MacFarlane here, and I'm excited to share with you a behind-the-scenes look at my Peacock original event series, TED. It's a prequel series set in 1993. That means our skilled craftspeople had to build a high school, a house, and even recreate downtown Boston as it looked back in the day, using exterior sets and facades that you're about to see on the tour. But I should warn you, TED is intended for mature audiences only. So grown-ups, tell the kids to go in the other room before you watch. Oh, come on!
And over towards your left, you're getting a look at our production bungalows. This is where many talented writers, producers, and directors from all over town have their offices. Jordan Peele had his Monkey Paw production company stationed right over here. They produced all of his films. And also Mark Platt with Mark Platt Productions. They produced the Wicked movies that took the world by storm for the past couple years, starring Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. And Wicked for Good is going to be available to stream at home on Peacock pretty soon. And then as we're making our way pretty soon up ahead over towards your left, you'll get a look at the 5195 building. And on the building there, you're going to get a look at that little silhouette on the building right there. It actually belongs to Alfred Hitchcock because that was his very own bungalow. Alfred Hitchcock is one of the most prolific horror filmmakers of his day. He's given us films like The Birds, Vertigo, and of course Psycho, which filmed right here on our lot.
Lou said he could move into that office. I said, no, I can never be in Hitchcock's office. That should be a shrine, a museum.
Very exciting. Just to know that he was there and walk by and know he was in that office. Hitchcock has influenced every director. I saw Hitchcock once walking around the commissary.
Hitchcock had his bungalow on the lot. I used to go see Alfred Hitchcock.
I loved working with him. I highly respect him. He really understood fear, terror. Birds, that was a really scary movie.
Birds? Oh, man. That had me looking at crows like for the next 10 years.
Psycho, of course. Vertigo. One of the all-time great masterpieces. Hitchcock was master.
So pretty soon here we're going to be crossing the threshold onto the back lot, and the back lot is where we do a lot of our larger scale scenes. Exterior scenes are filmed on the back lot, and just a bit up ahead over towards your left you're going to get a quick look at our Metropolitan sets. Metropolitan sets are used to be any metropolitan city in the world you might need. It's currently closed right now for a production that's been doing filming over here, so we'll be making our way in tonight, but we'll actually make our way past here once again so you can take a second look, because right now we're actually making our way up to Skull Island to have a little bit of fun. So here to tell you all about that is the director of King Kong. It's Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. Action! I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up an adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
All right, you all, great news. King Kong is ready for us. So let's make sure we're keeping everything inside the tram at all times, remaining seated, and make sure you're holding on to those personal items. It does get a little bumpy ahead. Welcome to Skull Island. 3D. The epic battle that we just witnessed was on screens 40 feet tall and 180 feet wide. It was presented to us by our friends at Weta FX. Weta FX earned their 7th Academy Award for the visual effects work on Avatar, The Way of Water, but they've given us so many other amazing films like Avengers Endgame and the Black Panther films, and they're also nominated for the latest Oscar for the visual effects work on Avatar, Fire and Ash.
They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side. We always know shot working on. Here you have to take a translate that direction. Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts because it's one giant shot. This tram that's driving along through Skull Island. This screen represents the where the screen is 10 meters away.
We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
We've all had our share of humdingers. Me included. One time I took a drink that said Lisa on it from my coffee place. I know my name's not Lisa.
You are a bad girl. Stop the tram!
All right, so we are venturing further into the back lot right now. As we're making our way here up ahead over towards your right, you're going to get a look at this huge, amazing mural. It's of our monster movies. Monster movies are a huge part of Universal's history, and this was created by a local artist. His name is Tristan Eaton, and he made the entire thing using spray paint.
And an instrumental part of the process of designing these murals was getting to go to the Universal Archive. Going there, I got to see in person props from the movies, photos from behind the scenes, original illustrations from those movie posters, all this stuff. I had an early affection for movie monsters. I was always fascinated by the magic behind making movies, but I fell in love with zombie movies and monster movies as a young kid. My world that I come from is skateboarding and graffiti and comic books. You always have to pay homage to where that art form started. And for me, it started with painting stuff in the street illegally, tagging billboards and dumpsters. Without that, I never would be here using spray paint like this.
Over towards your left, over on sound stages 30 and 31, is the new home of The Voice. The Voice is gearing up for its 29th season on NBC and Peacock. And then next door to The Voice, the sound stages across the way there, over on sound stages 32 and 33. That's where voice coach Reba McEntire works overtime because that's where she films her sitcom Happy's Place.
Hey there, I'm Reba McEntire and welcome to Happy's Place. We shoot our heartfelt comedy right here on the Universal Lot. Now, unlike most TV shows, we are a multi-camera sitcom, meaning several cameras capture every scene from a different angle all at the same time. Each episode takes about a week to make, from the first read-through of the script to rehearsals to taping in front of a live studio audience. And let me tell you, every step is a blast. Enjoy the ride and we'll see you at Happy's Place. Yoo-hoo! I'm starting to sweat. I'm just thinking about it. The men are the ones that's supposed to ask the women out. That hasn't been true for 30 years. I haven't dated in 30 years.
Happy's Place, Friday on NBC and Peacock.
So from the 1920s to the 1950s, Universal Studios became known as the Monster Movie Studios. These films were our bread and butter back in those days, and they helped us out tremendously during the Great Depression.
Dracula, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Invisible Man, Phantom of the Opera. Classic films. They're just brilliantly made.
That Frankenstein image, flathead, balls, it's one of the great icons of the world.
That to me was like the essence of the Universal horror film. I was just mesmerized by it. Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney. I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy really scaring me.
We're still ringing on memories now.
All of those monster movies were born right over here in Little Europe. Welcome to Little Europe, you all. So, some of you may know Little Europe to be Genovia from Princess Diaries 2, starring Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews, and also Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella has filmed here, starring Brandy and Whitney Houston. But a bit more recently, you may know Little Europe to be The Good Place.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, I have never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
Let me help you.
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
He's in the woods. Get out the bloodhounds. Raise all the men you can, lock the women indoors, and wait for me. I'm ready! Take your torches and go!
Dracula was released today, on Valentine's Day actually, in 1931, and there was so much anticipation building up to the release of that film that they decided to film two versions. They filmed an English and a Spanish version. So during the day, all of the English-speaking actors and crew members, they will come in and do their scenes, and then after they wrapped, at night, the Spanish-speaking actors and crew members, they will come in and do their scenes on the same exact sets. And so many fans of the film and film historians actually prefer the Spanish version because stylistically it's very different, and it just sounds really cool in Spanish. And when you think about it, they had so many advantages over the morning crew because they got to see what worked and what didn't work during the day. They filmed their film at night, so it had much more of a mysterious kind of vibe to it. And they also wore the same exact costumes. And I actually have a clip from both of those films. Take a look.
I am Dracula. Soy Dracula.
Okay, you guys, something really cool is happening. It looks like they're actually going to let us into Soundstage 50. I was really hoping this would happen. So this is a real movie set in here, everyone. They were filming a movie all last week, and then they took a break for the weekend, and they actually decided to let some trams come inside and take a look around and see what they've been working on. So remember to keep that in mind. Just want to remain seated in here. This is a real movie set. Definitely don't want to drop anything, all that good stuff. Let's check it out. So this is really cool. It looks like we're in a subway station in San Francisco. Check out all the props, all the set design. It's build up a huge, elaborate set like this for it to get one scene in the movie. So I do have to be honest, I don't really know too much about the movie that they've been making in here. I do know it's an action film. Probably get some big names attached to it. You know, they're usually pretty tight-lipped about those things. Like it's a really big production. Sorry about that, everyone. Just a small tremor happens all the time here in California, right? Whoa. guys, Earthquake, the big one. Earthquake is the open up to the studio tour in 1989. They completely shut down a couple of years ago. Everything in there brought us to the 21st century. It takes about 20 seconds for everything in there to reset for the next show to come in. But alright, as you all are recovering from that, we are now turning on to Steven Spielberg Drive. And Steven Spielberg recently just hit a huge milestone in his career. His film Jaws turned 50 years old this past summer. So we're going to go help celebrate the anniversary. We're on our way to the beach right now. We're going to Amity Island. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. Okay, there is one thing I should probably tell you, though. I have received word that there is a killer shark on the loose out here, you all. But don't worry, my buddy George, he's been out here checking up on things. So we're just going to check up on George, make sure everything's going all right.
Oh, we're gonna go see somebody you guys.
Oh, look, there's George. Our third celebrity sighting of the tour tonight, everyone. It is the critically acclaimed shark Bruce from the film Jaws. Okay, this is not the real shark they use in the movie, though. This is just one of my favorite actors here on the lot. Our mechanical shark Bruce here actually works, right? Unlike the mechanical shark Bruce I had to use on the set of Jaws, that one did not really work out too well. Here's Steven Spielberg to tell you a bit more about that.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
The film Jaws has an amazing display of practical effects. Think about it. Nothing in this movie is computer generated. They didn't have that kind of technology back in 1975. Take Rain, for example. Rain is another great example of a practical effect. It makes comedies funnier, dramas more dramatic, the romantic scenes that much more romantic. It really helps set the scene. So, as we're making our way into Old Mexico right now, we are going to be setting a scene for ourselves. That's right, you all. We're going to make it rain. We got our lightning. All we need is a little bit of rain, excuse me. Hey, you guys out there, can I get some rain, please? Thank you. So if you're trying to capture the rain on your phone, I'm sure it's hard to show up here in the darkness. In the movies, even they have to use a special lighting. They light the rain on both ends so it comes out properly on camera. Yep. Pretty cool. Alright guys, you go ahead and cut the rain now. Thank you. Hey, you guys, can we cut the rain, please? Come on. Don't embarrass me. Wait. No, you guys. I said, can we cut the rain? Not more water. Okay, everyone take cover. We got a flash spray. Flash Flood is our oldest attraction on the back lot. It opened up to the studio tour in 1968, and it's also been seen in one of Lady Gaga's music videos for her song Judas. She performed her own stunts and stood right there in the path of the Flash Flood. But all right, you all, we're actually going to be doing another quick trip past Jaws Lake here again, so make sure you get any last-minute pictures you didn't get the first time. Our Jaws attraction up here opened up in 1976, a year after the movie premiered, the summer of 1975. It's been through many refurbishments since then, though. The original shark, Bruce, had much more of an animated kind of face with these huge, scary teeth. He was affectionately known as Carrot Tooth. And before fire got added to the attraction in 2001, the tram used to actually tilt towards the lake when Bruce the shark will come out to say hi to you.
The Jaws ride was almost the inevitable result of the size of the box office when Jaws first opened in June of 1975. And that was really the first time I ever got involved in the creation of a ride. It was a great honor to be invited into a creative circle of tremendous designers at Universal that were trying to figure out how to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way by building a physical shark that would come out of the water and terrify tourists as they were sitting in the tram. And the most amazing thing about the Jaws ride is it is exactly as it was from the time it was first placed on the Universal lot. There have been tweaks, of course, over the years, but it is essentially what the designers and myself all envisioned and created. I'm done bashing the shark. Thank you, Jaws, for everything you've done for me. But I will say, consistently, the shark did work much better on the tour than it did in the Atlantic Ocean in 1974. My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios, just a high school kid on a tour bus. Remember, in those days, there weren't trams, there were buses called the Gray Line Tour Bus. And I was so excited and thrilled to be on the lot. This was my first time ever on a movie studio lot. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom, and when everybody left to get back on the bus, I waited another 15 minutes until I'm sure the bus left, and then I had the entire lot to myself that day. And in those days, movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film lots. Today they're made all over the world, on locations, but most of it was focused in those days, in the 60s, on the film lots. So nobody noticed me when I was going around from soundstage to soundstage, and I really felt, in my own young way, I owned the lot and had the most amazing day of my life.
Coming up here around the corner, I have some really cool picture cars to show you. A picture car is basically any mode of transportation that you might see on your screen. And it doesn't even have to be a car. It can be a bike, a boat, a bus, a plane, or a tram. As long as it's on the screen, it is deemed a picture car. But we are turning the page here because it is time to check into the Bates Motel from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
And we're making our way up to that Psycho house so you can get a closer look. This house has been seen in all Psycho films, including the original. All exterior scenes are filmed right here at the house, while interior scenes done in our sound stages.
They're probably watching me. Well, let them see what kind of a person I am. I
hope they are watching. They'll see. They'll see and they'll know. And they'll say, I sleep with me and I'm alive.
Alright, we're leaving all that mess behind because I have to show you one of the largest and most devastating film sets ever created. It's from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise.
Sit down and talk about the war. I thought, what if it's another friend was on the right and speaking English? Because it's something you don't see.
Yes, this is a real 747 airplane right here. It took them about 4.5 weeks to build up the entire crash site scene, only for it to get 4 minutes of screen time in the entire film, believe it or not. And here at Universal, they're known for working with many talented filmmakers like Steven Spielberg, Alfred Hitchcock, and more recently Jordan Peele, who's given us amazing films like Get Out, Us, and his latest film, Nope, which is sort of an exploration into what a UFO attack might be like. To introduce us to Jupiter's Claim from the movie, it's Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Well, I do. A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Well, it's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center. Miracle? Find out. Welcome to the world of no.
Sometimes what makes a film so scary is what you can't see. If you have any questions about what you just witnessed, I really think you should check out Nope. But that is actually going to conclude the studio tour for tonight, everyone. We're making our way back to the theme park, but I do just want to thank each and every one of you for hopping on board the tram here tonight. And just a reminder to make sure you downloaded that Universal Studios Hollywood app, where you can confirm the park is closed at 9 p.m. tonight. You can check on show times for Water World, wait times on rides and attractions, and get details for visiting Super Nintendo World, and to stay up to date with everything regarding our new roller coaster, Fast and Furious Hollywood trip. Make sure you follow us on our socials.
Time to rock and roll. Bring the noise.
What do you want to hear?
Alright guys, I'll switch the blues riff and beat. Watch me for the changes and try to keep up, okay?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You make me wanna
swing. Shut up, the knock out, tailbone, sing, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody on some rock. Oh, dance with the jailhouse.
Thank you so much, and good night.
All right, you all, welcome back. On your way out, just make sure you're grabbing everything you came aboard with. Definitely wouldn't want anyone leaving anything behind. You can go ahead and throw those 3D glasses right in the bins there as you're exiting as well. And just remember to remain seated until those tram gates are open for you. And once again, our amazing driver's name is Garrett, and my name is Warren. And we hope you all enjoy the rest of your night here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Bye.
Please watch your arms and legs. Make sure the gate comes up before exiting the tram. Alright guys, watch your steps please. Thank you.
Well, we should watch
I'm gonna be heading to Harry Potter now. And then from there, I'll go to Jurassic and call it a day.
Where's our location?
Damn, I'm cold.
Where's the store?
Damn, my hand really hurts.
You sure? I don't want you to throw your shit right now. You sure? What is it?
together, they're more than welcome. Nice. Perhaps one of our younger guests will wait till an hour one morning and find themselves on the line.
再远一点，我可以再远一点，然后你也得再远一点，对。不正好。
You secure a small. You secure assorted various loose items which might fall, scratch, or hurt someone. Jewelry, earrings, telephone, change, glasses, hats, and walls.
We have to be able to tell the tale. And most of all, have the time.
How many? Two. How many here?
One.
Two. You said how many?
One.
One. Okay, two step to the side for a second. Sorry. One, go ahead. Two. Okay, two down.
bravery. Feel free to return to Hogwarts anytime. Now, tuck your elbows in.
You're lying.
You're experiencing brief delay on operation. Please remain seated with your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Vehicles may receive motion at any time. We apologize for the inconvenience and thank you for your cooperation.
You're lying.
Please remain seated with your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Vehicles may receive motion at any time.
Let's stop right at the end, too, man. You're lying.
Please remain clear of the right track.
You're lying.
Please remain seated with your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times.
There's no way. Right at the end, I'm trying to get off, bro. You're lying.
clear of light traffic.
Batteries, fine.
Attention, light vehicles will be removed immediately. Please remain clear of light traffic.
Yo. Oh, there's no way. I gotta end the live stream because my phone is at 4% and I forgot my my portable charger. So peace.